Good morning and welcome to another video by Happy Place Creations. Today I bring you another game, and this is the zoo animals. And what it is you have these pieces and they are on a balancing beam. So we put the beam here and you put the animals on the top and you try to balance them. And the first one to make it fall loses. So I just thought this was going to be kind of fun to make. This is the first out of three. We have the zoo. This is ocean. It's marine animals. And we have dinosaurs. So I thought I'd do these three puzzles for you. It's getting to be Christmas time. So I thought I would do them in red, white, and blue. With Labor Day just passing, I thought we'd get colorful and make them in red, white, and blue. Even though they are animals, I thought I'd be creative. So let me get some resin mixed up, get some colors, and I will be back in a blink, and we'll get going. Well, I have the resin all mixed up. Having a little bit of trouble with my bubble machine this morning. I should have used my pressure pot instead. But we will go with what we got. That's the way life is. When you get thrown lemons, you make lemonade, right? I have chose three pigments. And what pigments are is they are resin colors. It just colors your resin. It's not an ink. It's not a powder. It's just a coloring. And I've chose rose red, blue, and white. So let's get some resin in our cups and get pouring. It's supposed to be a beautiful day today. It is in Maine. It's starting to get chilly. But I'm in my shop where I love to be the most. I don't know how much I'm going to need, and I did make quite a bit. So I'm going to make 2 ounces, I think, of each. These are quite deep, so I'm going to go 2. If I need more, I'll just make some more. And this is old resin. In other words, it's turning yellow on me. So I want to try to use it up. When you buy resin, you really want to use it up by the date that's on it, because it does turn yellow, which means it's coming by its date. And I have so many different types of resin that I don't get to use it all up before it's past its date. So 3 squirts. I'm not much of a drop person. I'm more of a squirt person. 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. Let's see how it did. May need a little bit more, but we'll see. Haven't got it mixed up yet. With a pigment, ink pigment, you don't have to wait for it to dissolve or worry about a lot of chunks, because it's basically resin. So it mixes right in. Definitely going to need a little, well, maybe not. I haven't got it mixed in yet. And my resin's already turning warm, so I've got to get it done. I've got to get that into smaller cups. There we go, it's turning fine. I need to get this into smaller cups, and I will be right back. Be back in a blink. Alrighty. I got rid of that resin, but now this resin has gotten really warm. So I got to dump really quick. Get rid of some of these top bubbles before I pour it into my cup. Into my mold, I should say. Got to spray the mold really well. And I did paint the eyes and the little emblem inside, but I did lose that footage, and I am sorry. So let's get these poured before they run out of. Sorry for the quiet. I've never poured this before, so I'm not sure. Because I'm not sure. There's no certain placement of any of the animals. So I don't think it matters what color you put in what animal. So I'll just go 3 and 3 for right now. This resin is getting really warm, like really hot in my hand. So let's get it poured before we lose it. Whoops, I think I overflowed the hussy. It looks like I can get one more animal per color. No, I did that one. I need a white one. Gotta put a little more white in this one. It's hard to see how much white you're putting in when you have a white mold. And you don't want to overflow. And then I'm going to try to put all 3 colors in the base. They all look pretty full. Looks like my camel needs a little bit more. All right, so let's try. Don't know how I'm going to do it here. I'm going to dump a little red quickly with the white. And then some blue. Oh, it's starting to get hard on me. So it's going to be harder and harder to pour as I'm going. There's the white again. So I want my red on this side. And some more blue on this side. Some more white in the middle, as long as it will pour for me. It's starting to get really thick. It's starting to leave strings. That means my resin is just about to go by. And a little tiny bit more blue. And now we're full. And see what I mean by resins going by? This is how you know that your resin has gone by. See, it's just stuck right there in the cup. Let's add some alcohol. I realize my horsey is a little over full, but I will take care of that at demolding. It's because I was rushing a little bit, trying to get this all in before it went hard on me. I will move all this to the heating mat, and I will be back for demolding. I will be back in a blink. It's a blink to you, but hours to me. See you in a blink. Well, I'm back, and I have my little girl with me. Everything's cured and ready for demolding. So let's get to it. This is the base. Animal balance. And now we'll demold the animals. It's not quite cooled down yet, but these are very thick pieces. This is our little elephant. And now we got a little hippo. See how I colored in his little eyes? And now we're getting a little alligator. See the little alligator? Got a little giraffe. Little white ran over onto his little tail there, but this looks like a cute game. This one looks like a kangaroo. I get him out of there. That just pulls right off there. Need to do a little bit of sanding right there. Gotta have my cuticles first. Turn it around. It's a little bit of a snap right there. Pull that right off. We want to make sure we don't have anything preventing them from hooking together. I want to get out my little stick so I can get in my little circle. There we go. Brush it off and blow it off. And there's our little kangaroo. What's that cunning? And this looks like a sheep. a little sheep. Looks like it's easier to push them from behind. So I'm just going to push them all right out. That looks like a lion. Excuse the beeping, that's my heat mat. That looks like a hippopotamus. There's our camel. This is our horse. Remember I said I overfilled the horse and would have to do some fixing. Oh, look at our gorilla. Look at our little gorilla. Gorilla. What was the other one I popped out without you seeing? Our little hedgehog. Cunning little pieces. Mold's nice and clean for the next use. I could just wipe it down with a little wipe. Now, let's get our horse fixed here so we can see how this little game goes together. That's just because I overfilled this one a little bit too much. But that is known to happen when you're in a rush. And my resin was turning on me, so I wanted to hurry up and get it into the mold and get it out of its cups. And things like this do happen in the resin world. You don't hear any snapping because this resin is still a little not cured, a little still soft. So I'm going to trim it out the best that I can until I can get down to the point where I can sand the rest of it off. With resin, you're always going to be sanding and trimming, and just the way it is. So you want to learn how to do this right off the bat. It's awful soft, so right now it doesn't want to sand too well. Which means it's not going to take too much to push it where it needs to be. And where it's not quite dry, it's going to leave a white area. See? So you really want to make sure your resin is really hard and not somewhat soft like this is. But I can always touch that up later. But for right now, we can see how this game is going to go. And there we go. You always want to have a lot of baby wipes when you're doing resin. It's going to be your number one best friend. And there's our little pony. All right. So now let's see how this game goes. If you didn't see my puzzles the other day and see how fantastic I did with those being an adult, let's see how I'll do with this. So we put it on a flat surface. I'll even put the front to you. And we just start piling the animals. And the first one that tips it over, I would assume, is the one that loses. We just start piling the animals. See how many we can get on the little twirly bob here before I tip it. Can I do it, folks? Can I do it? And I can't. But it is possible. Excuse me a moment. I need to let my dog out. Well, I thought I'd give it one more try before I ended this video. Let's see what we can do. This time I'm going to start with the little kangaroo. And the ape. And let's see, I put the horse on last time. I'm going to put the little hedgehog in the middle this time. For some stability. Let's see, is that going to work right there? No, that's going to push stuff right off. Okay. How about that one? And let's try. See if that one will connect. It's not very sturdy, folks, but it's on there. I think I was doing better with the first one, but we'll see. It's very tricky. You've got to know your animals, I guess. Now remember, I haven't had a chance to practice. But I think I will after I'm done with this video. But you guys get the idea. This is our little red, white, and blue zoo puzzle. Looks like it's a cute little puzzle. And you just put the animals up and balance them on the little game piece thing. Like so. And keep them from falling over. Just like this. And there's our little pieces. Well, I hope you've all enjoyed another video from Happy Place Creations, and I thank you very much for joining me today. I hope everyone is happy and healthy. May your crafts turn out amazing. Please check out my eBay store linked in the description. And you all have a blessed day, and I will see you in the next video.